The people are sick and tired of what they're getting, and they want some real changes. I don't want to run your life. You need less taxation, less regulation, a better economic system. We were not meant to be an empire. We were meant to be a republic protecting liberty here at home. It's up to you to spread this message around this country. This is an American cause. It's a cause of freedom. There's something going on in this country, and it's big. It's really big.
What an inspiring video, and what a great way to share with America what's really happening all across this great land. Well, I'm sure that's why CNN chose not to air that spot until the end of the presidential debate, but this campaign's more than big signs, it's about big ideas. And the biggest idea is freedom. Once the revolution announced to California and the world that we were coming, we got a lot of requests for making signs for things and ideas that they had. In San Diego, a gentleman wanted to have a big sign in his backyard that faced the freeway. Well, we took some templates, went out there, made some small signs, and a big one for him. And then...
So let's head inside.
The Tonight Show with Jay Leno and special guest Ron Paul. Some people got in line as early as 2 a.m. to make sure that they got the few seats left.
So worth it!
Yeah!
Take a picture of this guy!
Nice. Yeah! The pro.
There you go.
Yeah. Woo!
Take the freedom!
But before we had to get in line to get into the studio, there was something I had to do. There was something I had to see. I wanted to know what it would look like to have a Ron Paul Revolution sign underneath the Hollywood sign. Well, this idea really inspired the guys from Santa Rosa. They were very enthusiastic about making the sign and putting it underneath the Hollywood sign. They would travel down with the sign to Hollywood, put it up, but 5 of them got tickets, $100 each. Well, we'll see what we can do to help those guys later. I love these guys. Very enthusiastic, had a lot of fun, and they took a lot of the signs and put them in Los Angeles. Then to Reno, Nevada, where they made use of the templates we provided them. They went to town, made over 70 signs in one day. The material that they used wasn't Tyvek. It was a non-rip plastic that I want to find out more about. Then it was time to make the big signs, one in black,
Ron Paul, Ron Paul, Ron Paul, Ron
and one in white. Then it was to Virginia, where I met some new friends and we carpooled up to the Philadelphia rally.
My name is Bert, and then we are Ron Paul supporters.
Yes, they are. And the 7-hour drive up to Philadelphia from Norfolk and back to Norfolk, we got to know each other well, and they're working hard. And they were very excited about Ron Paul and the media being able to see their banner.
I confess that this is so much more than I ever dreamed. I can't believe it's me. Heroes come from small towns. Let's hear it for our veterans one time.
Yeah! Amen! Yeah! Thank you!
There's many more just like him from all around this land. Just like their father before them, they're not afraid to take a stand. They might not make the paper or be on the nightly news, but they're in our hearts forever and ever for what they chose to do. Heroes come from small town. But then they introduced Mr. Ron Paul, and the 15 minutes begin to tick. Mr. Ron Paul started by saying, when in the course of human events it becomes necessary for two people to dissolve the political bands between them. He started with the Constitution of the United States. He started with our Declaration of Independence. And for 15 minutes, that man sat there and talked about the Constitution of the United States, the values and freedoms that we deserve as Americans and should enjoy.
Yeah!
And we were spellbound. We were sitting on the side of the stage, watching the program, and we were spellbound by this man. And I went home and I looked on the internet, and I saw that Ron Paul has been in Congress. He's been serving our country and delivering babies for most of his life. Everywhere, mothers hide you. There's danger.
Thank you very much. I think it looks like it's about time we had a new declaration. A strong and firm declaration that we're going to get our country back and we are going to restore our liberties to this country. You know, we can look to my right and we see the grand monument there for our Declaration, and to our left for our Constitution, and even over here we look at a mint for the day that we will go back when the mint is minting real money, gold and silver.
Everywhere I go across the country, people are thinking big. They've freed themselves. They're free between the ears and they're not asking permission. They're working hard and accomplishing great things. Here is a sign-making party that we had at a park in Virginia. While I was driving the roads of New Hampshire, a couple days later, I got a call from my brother-in-law, and he said, "Hey, you guys have really penetrated the media here. Talk radio was all abuzz about the signs, and they were having some fun. Had a big impact on them. Ooh, was that Hillary's sign? Hey, we need more Ron Paul exposure in New Hampshire." Well, that's one thing that we want you to pay attention to. At the end of this video, we got more information on how the revolution is going to New Hampshire. And there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to help.
Hi, my name is Lauren Canario, and
I'm Jim Johnson.
this is our house here in Winchester, New Hampshire. And we moved with the Free State Project, and
I'm Mark Edgington. I host a radio show called Free Talk Live. Moved here to the Free State about a year ago. We're part of the Free State Project, which is a project to move 20,000 liberty-loving individuals to one state. That state is New Hampshire.
The reason we need people to support Dr. Paul, especially here in New Hampshire, is because if Ron Paul can fare very well here in New Hampshire in the primary, in the Republican primary, that is going to send a signal to a Republican establishment that has become calcified and very, very arrogant. And believe me, I have seen it in New Hampshire. Just like in so many of the other states, in your state, wherever you might be, if you used to think that the Republican Party was the party to which you could turn to support individual liberty, to support the Constitution, and you've been disappointed, we've been disappointed here as well. And Ron Paul makes those kinds of people very, very nervous.